with us. Right, mate.
I don't know my watches, by the way.
Patek Philippe.
Wow. So where are you delivering that to?
Wolverhampton.
The watch capital of the world. Try that. I want to give you a hug now, try and pickpocket you. Come here, give us a big hug.
My client has just called for the Tiffany. So the Tiffany Patek deal has hit a little bit of a stall, let's say.
What happens if I sell that before you?
Well, this is what I was thinking. I was going to be the first to try and sell it in here.
I've moved heaven and earth. It's cost us extra money to the point where we weren't even making any profit out of the bloody thing.
It's like my guy, he didn't call me on Saturday, then on Sunday decided to call me. I think they're scammers.
Right, so busy day today. Just got to jump on the train with Johnny now, drop off Patek. I'm meeting another client to pick up a watch that we're going to take on consignment. We've only got about half an hour when we get there to drop a watch off and go and meet someone and pick a watch up and then jump back on the train and head back this way.
Service to Birmingham New Street is delayed. Please.
That's great, isn't it? So this is very sticky. There's no train there. Look who it is. Right, mate.
I am the Oracle! Hear me roar! How many watches are you selling?
We're on the way to drop this one off now, very special one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know my watches, by the way.
Patek Philippe.
Wow. So where are you delivering that to?
Wolverhampton.
The watch capital of the world.
That's what you
When
say.
I pick watches, I don't think Swiss, I think Wolverhampton. I'm your worst person who can walk up because watches and sunglasses, I lose them.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep it.
You're not really into your watches. What have you got?
Don't know.
Don't know. Looks melted.
Recently, don't hate me, I've invested in the swatch. The best thing with this one is the glow in the dark.
Yeah.
You could light a street with it. In the night, now that I'm at that age where I get up to pee.
Do you know like that to the bathroom?
I can guide me way, buy me what. It's like that, I want to give you a hug now, try and pickpocket you. Come here, give us a big hug. Try my cut, try yours.
You're going to get me sacked now. The boss is going to see this and be like, you're not meant to tell anyone.
We'll have words with your boss.
Don't think you're a man now.
Tell him I'll buy an adventure time watch.
Is this ours?
It's not mine, that's yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Platinum Daytona needed still.
Still need the Platinum Daytona. Is the Amiga still available?
Which one?
Seamaster.
The moon landing. We sold it, but there's another one there, I think.
There's another one there?
2020 or 2021. Too many things going on right now.
You're about to have another thing come and go. My client has just called for the Tiffany.
Okay.
He said he went back to his guy with the revised price. Obviously he wants a bit on top.
Yeah.
But he said he's going to call me in a minute, and if possible, his guy's in Manchester.
So this has gone dead, but now back alive? Or?
Dead, and now to the point of, can you go and meet him in Manchester to show him and talk to him? Obviously not show him the watch, but show him the pictures and tell him the situation and all that kind of stuff. My guy is asking for quite a drink on top, which
obviously
is fine, and I think he's factored that into the price. I would say 60-40 at this point. So the Tiffany Patek deal has hit a little bit of a stall, let's say. The initial price that we were offering, the guy who I'm working with at the minute, he was asking a little bit too much in terms of what he wanted to put on the watch. Obviously the watch was appealing because of its price. It was very, very reasonable for the level of watch it is. In fact, it was probably the cheapest one I've ever seen. His initial person said no, and I think that was because of how much money he was looking to put on top of it. He rang me on Sunday and basically said, look, my first guy doesn't want it, but I've got someone else. You'll have to go and meet him. I messaged him on Monday, didn't hear anything back, and then I got a text from him this morning basically just saying, look, I'm on a flight. He is very interested. As soon as I get a chance to speak to him, I'll be in touch. So as it stands right now, I have no idea what's happening. My client is obviously messaging me saying, look, if you had any movement on it. Of course, he understands that a watch of this caliber will take a little bit longer than a week or so. So hopefully we get this deal over the line finally. Last time we were so close, flew to Geneva, even showed the watch to someone, and they obviously pulled out at the last minute. This time, I know Jay and Lee have both got big deals going on, and Bobby's always working on some big deals in the background. So we could have a very good start to 2024. Fingers crossed for me and the boys. Let's see if we can get these massive deals over the line and start the year as we mean to go on.
If you can make that happen, it's unbelievable. Like my guy, he didn't call me on Saturday, then on Sunday decided to call me. After last Sunday, do you remember, I went to the football and he was hounding me. But it's now been a week and a half. And do you know what? Do you ever remember that? It was July last year who dragged on a potential deal for the TBR.
And he kept flirting with you and ringing you.
And asking for an invoice and then saying, I'll be there next week, I'll be there next week. And he went on for over a month.
Same guy.
Yeah, I think they're scammers. But they're playing that long game, and then when they realise they're just not going to be able to scam you, they just leave.
But how could he be trying to scam you? That's what I don't understand.
Neither do I. Well, because there's probably some sort of idiot dealer that probably would go, yeah, you know what, I'll just bring it to you, or yeah, I've got it here, why don't you come to me? And then they'll do like a switch or something, or I don't know what the scam is, but it's not ringing true. Because you'd just say, I'm either not buying it, or you'd stop calling, or you'd buy it. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
I have no idea what's happening. I've been speaking to this guy literally pretty much every day. Last message I had from him was, Inshallah, bro. So I take that as things are still progressing. Not 100% sure, but he's got this week, basically. I think that I like him, and I think it's real. And I was on the side of thinking that it was maybe that it's a big deal to him and he hadn't yet made up his mind, but then he says to me, guaranteed I want the watches. Johnny will show you the message. It literally says, I'm not going to let you down. I guarantee I want the watches. But I'm actually also thinking now, I'm erring on the side of there's a scam somewhere, or a potential scam somewhere, but I don't know what it is. And obviously I'm not stupid enough to come and deliver the watches, or to have him come to the office and let him do a little bait and switch move. I'm fingers crossing that it is genuine and is real, and I hope it is, and hopefully we'll get a trip to Dubai, and hopefully I get to get this massive $900,000 deal, which would be the best deal we've ever done. I know this whole thing just sounds a little bit far-fetched, and we've been through all this whole in the office. My gut says it's a potential scam and it's never going to happen, and I've kind of thought that for the last 2 weeks, because it's almost too good to be true. But you've got to play along, you've got to see if it's real, if it's genuine, so fingers crossed. But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. We move on.
Rolex Hulk, okay. Patek G-Wagon, okay, that's the password. No, we're going to a G-Wagon now. Got to go meet this guy, jump in, he's got a lovely little G-Wagon. Jump in there, pass him the Patek, and then I think the other guy's in a Porsche down the end, so I've got to pick his watch up, the ones of consignment, so I'll go and do that now. Gave him the Patek, and then end up picking up a Hulk as well, so let's go. Busy up here, so dropped the Patek off there, just picked a Datejust up as well. Yeah, back home now, quick in and out session, deal's done, nice and easy, nice and quick. Turns out they're both in the same car park, which makes my job a lot easier, because I don't even know where I am. Back home now, right in time for dinner. Today, into the office, we've got this Datejust 36 mother of pearl dial, diamond dial, bimetal, rose gold. It's a lovely watch, full set. So card at the front there, white tag, green tag, extra links in the Rolex bag, and then the watch. Come in these coffins, keeps them nice and safe. Best way for them to travel around. There you go. 36mm, mother of pearl dial, diamond dial, bimetal, rose gold. You can tell the guy who's had this has actually looked after it. So this was part of a Patek deal. So he got our 2012 Daytona APH dial, and he Patek's this plus £6,000. So he got a good deal on that one. Got a deal potentially in New York So he wants to part exchange his black dial Daytona for a white dial Daytona, so a Panda. So it's going back and forth with him, making sure like he's happy with the deal and stuff like that. So there's different figures where he's at, where we're at. Once that's sorted, get sent over to our New York office, and then they can do the deal over there. Or hopefully I could go. I'd like to go. Hint, hint.
Just speaking to a good client of ours, actually, he's also a trader. He does like personal shopping and stuff, so he's ordered a watch which is quite sought after at the minute. We've had a couple in stock, but there's not many out there, and a lot of people are asking for them. It's a Datejust 31 278273 with the Diamond 6. So we've sold him that for 13,550. He's due to be with us any day, so he's just asking for an update. Luckily, he's very chilled. He understands how hard these watches are to get hold of. So yeah, he's just messaging me, saying just let me know so I can keep my client updated. Constant discussion with people buying watches is key. Keeps the relationship, keeps them, knowing when it's going to arrive, when they're going to collect. So yeah, doing that. Any deals? We went through a lot of the watch prices yesterday. Obviously, as you can imagine, there's hundreds of watches on there. So we try and do a couple every day. Go and have a look. If there's a watch you want, go on, have a look. You might be able to get yourself a nice deal. A lot of the watches are on offer at the minute. So if you see something in green, then it's had a little reduction, which will mean that it's probably one of the cheapest in the UK. So make sure if you are after a watch, go and do your research, check our prices, check them against other people's prices, and I guarantee you'll hopefully come to us. Loads of deals on the website, loads of different watches. We have got loads.
Jay, how's your TBR client? What's happened?
So the original TBR client flapped it, went quiet as usual, when I put on his toes. But off the back of that clip that we released, someone else was interested.
That's good.
So,
and what's happening with him?
Just waiting to find out. TBR deal, as you may have seen, or you may not have seen, we released a clip of me going back and forth with Lee and Bobby about the price. Someone made me an offer, £350,000. So I said, yeah, put it on his toes, and he flapped it. That's gone cold. But off the back of that video, someone else contacted me who seemed a lot more serious about the watch. As you may be aware, it's a very expensive watch. Both parties have got to be happy with the deal. It's not a quick process. Not expecting it to be fast. They've both got to vet each other, make sure that both parties are happy with the deal. So hopefully it's still going to get done. I will sell this TBR, and I'll sell this TBR before Ciaran gets his hands on it, because he's onto the big sales at the moment. So yeah, Ciaran's got his own big deal going on the Patek. Hopefully he gets that done ASAP, and hopefully I get this TBR done and we'll be flying.
The reason I was asking you about your TBR, Jay, I just had some kid message me. Hi Lee, how are you? Can you please send me more pictures of the watch? I sent me a picture of the TBR, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll send you in a second, just with a client. And now he's just messaged me again. Any update? What happens if I sell that before you?
Well, this is what I was thinking. I was going to be the first to try and sell it in here. I'm just going to try and get it done quicker, aren't I? You going to sell it, Bob?
Yesterday, Bob, we sold the 516.
I brought it in, Jay.
And he sold the 516.
Yeah.
Sold the 516.
Yeah, sold the
7 Singapore yesterday.
Singapore. Okay, so January is off to a flying start. All the lads are doing deals, big deals. We talk about how hard logistics is in this industry sometimes, but every now and then the stars align and you get what happens to be the perfect deal. So I took into possession a 5167A Singapore limited edition off one of our VIP clients. I also had a client who was umming and ahhing about buying one. Lee then had a client looking for a 5168G, which I knew my client had. So I put together a part exchange deal whereby my client will get the Singapore, I'd get the 5168G in return. We can then fulfill Lee's order, and then I can fulfill my client's consignment with the Singapore. No hiccups so far, fingers crossed, and now it's just a case of collecting the 5168G and delivering the 5167A. Stay tuned for the next episode where I'm sure you'll see us delivering the watch and collecting the 5168G as well. Fingers crossed, by the time that happens, the deal's done and dusted. We've got 3 happy clients and big smiles on our faces.
I'm going to sell this Hublot today.
Please do. Please do. Come on.
Wait for him to get out of bed and reply.
Understand your message, bro. Like, look, I get it. I understand, like, it's taken the time, but I've moved heaven and earth. It's cost us extra money to the point where we weren't even making any profit out of the bloody thing to try and get it down to you. So, because I understood that your clients obviously in need of this watch. So from our side, all I can tell you is I've done everything humanly possible to have that watch there for you today, mate. Obviously, the boss, when I texted him this morning and last night your message, waiting for a response. He said, well, you know, we'll have to cancel the train tickets. There's no point, you know, going down there today now. So obviously he's not happy that he's out of pocket for that as well. I understand your client's unhappy, bro, but because your client's pulled out, that now leaves us with a watch that we could have sold weeks ago. And also at the same time, it's like, we upheld our promise that we made to you that it would be there for you today.
Anyways, yeah, there's no point arguing back and forth. Speak to the boss, man. You know, explain the situation.
Hopefully we can sort something. Hopefully we can do business in the future and have a good relationship. And you know, we tried to actually get it to him a little bit earlier, but due to the snow, it got stuck at the courier. We then arranged for it to be down with him on the Friday morning for him to post out on the Friday afternoon. Thursday evening, he messaged saying that his client had pulled out and he now wanted a refund. Unfortunately, in this case, we can't give him a refund as we were still going to have that watch to him on the day that we promised. Obviously, this isn't something we like doing, but time, effort, and a lot of money has gone into this. We did, however, offer him other alternatives, delivering it directly to his client, delivering it directly to him, but he wanted to come and collect this watch in person in London. Next week on GMG. We're currently going to Newcastle United's training ground. Come with us and find out who it's going to be. Don't put that in.